What is up, beautiful people? Welcome once again to hnclothings, and in today's video we are going to learn how to make a corset. This is an updated tutorial, very easy, beginner friendly. The only requirement you need is to have a knowledge of your Nationality bodice. Okay, so we are going to be using a size 8 bodice. I'm not going to use my bodice pattern. I'll be using a size 8 so that it's going to be very easy to understand. Okay, still simple steps for a corset, and it's a cup corset. You know, we have different kind of corsets. We've done a straight corset before, that's the Victorian corset. This one is the corset with the cups. Okay, yeah, so if you want to see how this will be made, please do keep on watching. Don't forget to give me a huge thumbs up. Also subscribe. Let me know, do you prefer pattern videos or sewing videos? Which one do you prefer? Write it in the comments below because I would love to read from you. Okay, so without much rambling, let us get right into this video. Okay guys, so this is my basic bodice pattern, not mine. This is a size 8 basic bodice pattern. Okay, yeah, I know you see all this blah 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 blah. Please just focus on what we want to do. Okay, first of all, this is the shoulder dart here. So our shoulder dart starts from here to here. Let me see how many inches for a size 8. It's about 3 inches for a size 8. That's 3 inches dart. So what we're going to do is we're going to be increasing this shoulder dart by 200% because we want the cup to be very firm. And when you say you're increasing something by 200%, that means that this number you have here times 2. So whatever you have here, multiply by 2. So if it was 100%, just multiply by 1. That means you increase it by 3 inches again. That one is 100%, but 200% means increase it times 2 plus whatever you still have there. So you're just measuring the whole length on that place. Okay, so if you do 3 inches times 2, that's 6 inches plus the initial 3 inches you have all together. Especially you are doing this if you know that your cup corset does not have any yoke, does not have any attachment on top. But if there's an attachment, if there's a yoke, just increase it by 100%. Okay, that's double whatever you have here. But if it's not having anything, you're going to be like tripling it and taking the whole measurement. Just say 3 in 3 places. That's whatever inches you have here times 2. Then add what you have here to it and just measure all that there. So if I measure all of that here, I'm going to be having 9 inches from this part here. So from here to here, this is where my 9 inches stop. So I'm going to be ruling a line. So I'm ruling a line to get to this bust point here. So from here, rule. Then from here, from this point here as well, rule. So we have tightened the shoulder now. This is now the new shoulder dart. But don't worry, you don't need to add anything because the corset does not need any yoke. The next thing you need to do is to take your underbust measurements. If you see on this part, we have our neckline, we have chest, we have bust, we have true bust. You need your underbust measurement. That's from your shoulder to directly under your bust, and you want it to be really firm so that the cup will really hold the bust up and push it up. Okay, like the push bra effect. And usually for a size 8 should be about 13.5 to 14 inches. So we can use 14 inches there. So I'll just draw a straight line for that 14-inch push up. And this is our underbust line. So you can see the distance between the underbust and the waist. Unlike me, my waist and my underbust does not have this whole measurement there. Great. Now that we have this is the dart, and you know that on our bodice already, we've taken dart here, we've taken dart here. Okay, so what you're going to be doing is we are going to now be taking your measurement along your underbust. That's the circumference of your underbust, whatever is size 8 underbust circumference is going to be. So we're going to imagine that a size 8 underbust circumference should be about 29 inches, 29 to 30 inches. So let's just use 29 inches. Please start the measurement from here, not from this part here. This is where it is, because we have shaped the waist. So you're starting the measurement from the shaped waist here. So I have about 10 1/4, and you're going to be dividing your underbust measurement by 2. So 29 divided by 2 is actually what? Quickly do it now. 29 divided by 2 is 14.5. Good. 14.5, right? So if we have 14.5, that means that the 14.5 will be the whole measurement along this half scale bodice. You know, this is like a half scale bodice. So if I measure from this shaped waist to this point, I have 10.25. Let's measure what we have at the back as well. From this part here, remember, is from that waist, that inner waist, from here to here, we have 8. So 10.25 plus 8 is 18.25. 18.25. So you have to take it away. Take away these two numbers. Borrow 7, 5, 7.3.75. So that means along this part here, this center line we have here, along this center line that is touching to this shoulder line, from here you have to share 3.75. Not really equally. You can take more towards the side seam and lesser here. So if you share, you can do it 1.5 here and 1.75 on that. No, is it 1.5? You can do 1.25 here and 1.5 here. So on this part, from that center seam, you do 1.25, which is here, and on this part, from that center seam, you do 1.5, which is here. So that is how the underbust measurement will be. So remember, take your underbust measurement, round directly under your bust, half that measurement. We got 14.5. Then we came straight onto our corset and measured along that underbust line from the back to the front, because we have to measure the full circumference. Then when you now get whatever number you get, you now need to subtract to know the excess that you're going to be tightening along that part. And we tightened by 3.75. Great. So now we can now go ahead to join up this together. So just do it this way. Okay, so we're having our cupped corset now. So we have joined it here and here, and now just rule a straight line to this waist that's here, to this waist shaping that's here. Just rule a line to that part. Yes, the line may be slanted, it may not necessarily be straight, it doesn't matter, just rule it to that part. Then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to be taking your neck depth. That means where you want your neck to start from. So from this basic neckline here, you can just measure, maybe you go down by 4 inches. 4 inches is like the standard, right? You want it to be really covered up. You really don't want anything to show. So you can do 4 inches there. You are fine, okay? But if you do not mind showing things and all of that, instead of 4 inches, you can go ahead to do like 5 inches or 6 inches. 5 or 6 inches that, okay, something should show. You want to really advertise. Don't mind me. So 4 inches, for lack of a better word, that's why I'm using advertise. Please don't take it to heart. Now we'll rule our line here, and remember that on this neckline here, whatever neckline, even if it's this one you're going with, let me do that, even if it's this upper one, the space there, because at the corset, the center front of a corset, there's always a gap of about 1 inch if you open it together. So it shouldn't be more than 1 inch. So you can actually do 0.5. Half of 1 inch is 0.5, which would be this point. So if you're going for the higher one, it's going to be this point. And now the next thing you're going to do is come to your underbust and take your diagonal. Okay, so you take a diagonal of about 1.5 inch. So you rule a straight line 1.5 inch so that your curve can go through that point, and you want it to be well rounded. So that's the secret to having a very good corset cup. You want it to be well rounded, so make sure you're rounding it up really nicely. Great. So this will be for the first cup here. And now you come to your side seam here, okay, and going by 2 inches from this bust line, going by 2 inches here, even from this shaped underbust, this shaped line, you're going by 2 inches here. Okay, and now you can rule a line there. Okay, now when you rule your line there, also do the same diagonal of 1.5 inch from that point, 1.5 inch here. And you also still need to rule a very perfect rounded cup. That's the secret to having a beautiful cup design. So if you see that your cup is not giving you a rounded shape, you can actually, you have 2 things. You must have a rounded shape. If it's not rounded, then you can come in, instead of doing exactly what you have there, like everything must match up at the end of the day. So you know that if I place it like this, it's not going here, it's not touching there. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think, okay, so we can work with this. We can do this now. Yeah. Okay, so if this is not properly rounded, please don't just straighten it. Let's come this way. Yeah, so it's now rounded. So we'll follow this line here. We'll follow this line here. Yeah, so now it's properly rounded. The next thing we can do is to draw the curve, the upper curve here for the cup, because we're doing the cup, the upper curve here. So you can just eyeball it. Okay, so this curve part, that's this part of the curve, should always be placed along the shoulder, because you want to have a very curved kind of cup. Just do a sketch. We're just doing a sketch because ideally you need to actually close this shoulder dart. So place it along itself, close it so that, or if you cannot close it, try and measure from this dart point, measure here, so you know you have the same thing, so that the cups can meet. So from there, if I measure all the way up here, I have 4 1/4, and if I take it from here, measure all the way here. So 4 1/4 is this upper one here, not the lower one. So I can go ahead to draw it well. Okay, so you can actually go ahead to lower the armhole if you want to by 1 inch. So you just come down by 1 inch and lower it, because some people like it because the cup, especially if you want a lower back, like the cup to be lowered so that it can go into the back that way. Okay, so that's just about it for the cup. every other thing will follow. If you do not want the style line to be here only, that's your dart should be passing through this point only, then you can reduce the size of the dart here, measure what you have, take out some darts. Okay, so for instance, if I measure this dart here, I have 2 inches. I can say, oh, I want another style line here where boning will come from. So it's coming from here, going all the way, maybe from here, and it's going all the way to this top here. Okay, so if we have something like that happening there, then these 2 inches, you can decide to reduce the dart size here to 1 inch only, put 1 inch here as well, but make sure that it's just going to a triangle and it's not eating into the cup. Nothing should affect the cup because this is the bust cup for this particular size, body size. Okay, and yeah, that's about it for the cup. Now let's quickly do the back. If you're cutting everything now, cut. Yeah, so everything will be snug, fit, tight. Now going on to the back, right? First of all, we can just follow and trace this this back. Just follow it straight down. That's if you want a lower back. Yeah, just follow it straight down. Okay, yeah, then the next thing is this dart size. You take it up, you increase it. If you want a closure, do well to also infuse a closure in your design. So you take this dart here. That's if you want only one dart at the back, but if you want more than one, if you want another one here, reduce the dart size you have here and share it so that you can create another dart here. Roll the line up. Then for your closure, from this waist shaping, you may not, don't even do the waist shaping, you can cancel that out because there'll be a closure. Then you just measure 2 inches from there. Okay, and you roll it up, or whatever style you want for the closure. You can just measure 2 inches from this initial zip line, because there's no zipper going in, so you don't need that dart there, and just rule a straight line there, and that's the one that you'll be cutting out, as it will serve as your closure. This one will be your waist dart at the back. If you want another dart again, put another style line here so that boning can go through. But with this one, you just have only 2 bonings at the back. If you put another one, you have 4 bonings in total at the back. Okay, then yeah, that's it all for the cup. Simple as ABC. Simple. Let me know if you try this out. Let me know if it was helpful as well. Let me know if you understood everything. And the truth of the matter is, the more you practice, the more you get better. I've been doing a lot of this, so it's getting better. So try it out. Let me know if it was perfect for you. Yeah, that's the end, guys. Bye, guys.